It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Falcons, next on Madden NFL 25.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing, playoff.
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
Second down, Nix. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, it's Nix. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he'll get this up close to a 1st down, working it to the 33-yard line. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one knocked away and incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Here's Williams. This one complete. A.J. Osborne with the grab. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Schultz is the motion man. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Jamal Adams with the good coverage, able to break that one up for the defense. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard. Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And they would continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he comes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Nix, how to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. 2nd down and 3. The motion man is Sanders. To throw is Nix. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he do after the catch.
Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Samuel has it working the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Here's Thompson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Thompson. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
A 40-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
3rd and 6. Schultz is the motion man. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Touchdown, Steelers.
The open man is Osborne. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Williams now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. 3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. We'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Point after, coming up here. His kick is good. And the Steelers take a 10-3 lead.
Falcons 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. The ball comes out. One of Steelers has it. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point is and through. And the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use. Just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a loose football. One of the Steelers has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. They'll empty out the field as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Williams to the air once more. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball. And
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to Fender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. for now. Plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Williams. He's going to run it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9. Here's Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Thompson now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give, this is Algier. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Thompson to throw. That complete to Algier. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Steelers offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Caden Ellis.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited to making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A run here with Algier. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Thompson. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A play fake. Now Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position, a huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot.
This next possession, they've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To throw is Thompson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Thompson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now, Thompson. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he'll take it on in. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Falcons. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They lead a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Wills from the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And this is not what they were hoping for. He is out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run on first down with Algier. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll go right back to Algier. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The motion man is Sanders. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
All right, so sometimes as a coach, Mike, you just got to step in and take over. And I think in this case, you're going to look at your quarterback and say, I don't care how open that guy looks. If that defender's on that half the field, throw it to the other half. Because this is the 2nd time he has picked you off, and I guarantee the only thing on his mind right now is getting a 3rd.
The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Algier. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Algier. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Algier. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
54-yard attempt.
This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the 4th.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Now, a head off to McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now, Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
A run here with McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Schultz is the motion man. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job of, there's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The motion man is Sanders. Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll put Addison in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Thompson now to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out.
On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now he'll run it. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That ball intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant. And the Falcons have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. To throw is Thompson. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. But now as this 4th down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
This is 1st and 10. Now McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the air the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing Thompson. That complete to Algier. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Thompson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Working his way open, that's Schultz. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Algier. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
3rd down and 11.
Now, Thompson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. There's Osborne with the grab.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He finds a man. That's Osborne. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Williams. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. There's that man again, another catch. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, yeah. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
So now, a big spot coming here. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.